So yeah, I could use one more, guys. So do help them on the polls and make sure that whoever's giving you the best presentations, you are giving that feedback. My name is Jason Detbarn. I am founder CEO of Addigy. Started the business back in 2017 from other traditional RMM companies that I worked with, and there was really nobody focusing on Apple. And at the time, you could call it a niche, but it has grown to a pretty significant level at this point, which I'll talk about a little bit more. At a glance, we work with a lot of enterprise customers, obviously in education, but over 70% of our revenue comes from MSPs. And the major reason why is we're the only platform in the market that has multi-tenanted MDM, allowing us to manage multiple customers in one account. So at a scale and efficiency level, if I have a patch that I want to roll out to my customers, I roll it out to everybody. I don't do it per account, per customer. That takes forever. Along with everything else we provide. And just as a quick point, mentioned earlier, a little inaccuracy. Currently, none of the RMMs, unless they can do MDM, can they actually patch Mac OS or iOS, tvOS, iPadOS. You need to have MDM to apply patches as of Big Sur and beyond here with Ventura that drops Monday. So recently, as of last week, Apple shipments went way beyond expectations, while PC market shifts have gone down. So even if you look at your portfolio today and you say, I don't have that many Apple devices, or I might be even throwing them away because we just don't feel confident managing Apple, they are going to be a significant part of your business next year. And if you really empower the organization, I think it could be a significant part of your growth, as I'll show you later with some of our customers from last year. So to manage or not to manage, right? The last year has seen the largest amount of security hacks in Apple more than ever before. And it's not because they're inherently insecure devices. It's that, and the brand is known as bulletproof. It's that there's a lot more devices out there than ever before. We may even forget about Orbits. When you would search for travel, they used to charge you more money because you were an Apple user. There's just a lot more devices out there, and because of that, the surface vector is a lot higher. We also have a notion of the C-suite. Are we being able to secure those devices? And the vast majority of my MSPs, the people who are writing the checks, are the ones who are using Apple devices. We need to make sure that they get a level of capability at or above what rank and file employees are getting within their customer base. So what's changed in the market? In 2019, Apple decided you have to have an MDM enrolled on a device, be able to have that root credential access on it. And they've ratcheted up with certain things only being able to be done through MDM. But what makes us really unique is that you actually have to do both of them and do them really, really well. So we are really considered an RMM and MDM in one. And that might scare you because of the amount of work involved in typically managing an RMM tool stack. We make it really easy, very turnkey. And don't just listen to me. Go out on Reddit, go to MacAdmin, Slack, others. You'll hear from our customers. We have the highest retention in the market, and as I'll mention here in a moment, we are able to really help you guys grow at a rate I don't think you can really find in many other areas in IT right now. So there's definitely a growing area, whether you are in need of it today or tomorrow, as you see that number of Apple devices that you have double or more. It's a real opportunity to take advantage of. One of the other key things that we can do, as you can see from the things that we're doing here, is we can actually provide a zero-touch deployment out of the box with IDP vendors. So because of that multi-tenant capability, we can add your MSP logo or your customer's logo. When they pull it out of the plastic for the first time, it'll go right to that branded login screen with Google, Okta, Azure AD, O365 login, and then be able to manage from there. And what most people don't know is you can take that serial number off the computer, throw it into a VM, and totally rebuild a machine from that. It's really important for Apple devices to be able to have single sign-on capability to the Mac, and we can help you do that. No additional cost. These are seatbelts to us. So coming up Monday, as I mentioned, macOS Ventura ships. This is full release. All of your customers will be getting this where they can install it. You got to make sure you're ready for that. There's a more in-depth talk about this on Monday with a session that we've got. We can talk about it in the breakout sessions as well. But I would really want to make sure that you're prepared. You're usually going to get prompted for anything that starts up when the machine first starts up. They're going to get prompted for all the different things they have to approve. Most of our MSP customers will block Ventura right now until they feel confident and comfortable, so nobody can install it. And then only when they're ready, they can push it out with Addigy, usually in December timeframe as it gets more stable. Last but not least, I always like to plug, if you're not on Apple's ACN locator, any of our training that we provide, we're able to make sure that you meet those criteria with Apple and you show up on Apple's website on the ACN locator. Definitely look to do that. Last but not least, to just kind of take it to that numbers game on growth, our MSPs grew 148% last year. We believe that with the growth we're seeing in the Apple market, that rising tide will have significantly more growth as well for 2022 and 2023 as we're tracking. So definitely take a look at it as a major point of growth. Last but not least, we have our breakout session. Anybody you want to get some information from us, just leave us your email and your your count of Apple devices, and we'll ship you some AirTags. I love AirTags. I put them everywhere. They're super helpful. So please join us in the breakout session, and love to talk to you guys more. So thank you guys.